Well, good evening. A little different look again downstairs tonight. So, tonight's quote is from Groucho Marx. Years ago, I tried to top everybody, but I don't anymore. I realized it was killing conversation. When you're always trying for a topper, you aren't really listening. Groucho Marx. Too often we forget to listen, and we're ready with our reply or response or our own opinion. Sometimes we have to just sit back, calm ourselves, and strive to listen to what the other person is trying to say to us. Comedian and film actor Groucho Marx spent nearly 70 years making people laugh with his snappy one-liners and sharp wit. He once described his comedy as the type of humor that makes you laugh at yourself. Born Julius Henry Marx in New York City in 1990, Marx had to quit school at a young age of 12 to help out his family. But as a voracious reader, he continued his education, or his lack of formal education, by reading books, and was very well read. He is famed for his mastery of clever responses. The Marx Brothers became a huge vaudeville theatrical act during the 1920s. During Groucho's 70 years of entertainment, he made 26 movies, 15 of those with his brothers. He also had a successful solo career, most notably as the host of the radio and television show You Bet Your Life. Groucho developed his famous trademark spontaneously prior to a vaudeville performance when he didn't have time to put on his makeup and his pasted-on mustache. So he took some grease paint, splashed it across for his mustache, and then for his eyebrows, grabbed his glasses and his cigar. And he became one of the most recognizable Marx Brothers. There are Marx Brothers like characters around the world. I know in MASH that he would sometimes show up. But most young people recognize his costume or his Groucho glasses, with the glasses, the big nose, the bushy mustache, and cigar. And they're sold in costume shops around the world. His trademark handheld cigar was more than just a prop. So if he forgot his lines, as he would say, it's shove it in his mouth, take a couple puffs, and remember. And the lines he would remember, the ones he'd forgotten. In addition to his acting career, he also wrote several books. He penned his own autobiography, and then another one about his 3 marriages, which were a little bit risque. One of the other books that he wrote, the Groucho Letters, was in part, he was a prolific writer to friends and associates. And later on in life, he had these published. One of the things, as a man who never had formal schooling, having his writings declared culturally important was a point of great satisfaction to him. A man who is famous for his mastery of clever responses learned, in his words, to listen. And the quote, "Years ago, I tried to top everybody, but I don't anymore. I realized it was killing conversation. When you're always trying for a topper, you aren't really listening." Julius Henry Groucho Marx. As always, love you. Hugs and prayers.